Kevin Feige just dropped a whoosh bomb of Marvel news after a recent interview where he hinted at the future, talking about the president, different characters. So me and you, we have to talk about it and break it down because I'm not gonna lie, it gets pretty crazy. And this news is brought to you by this Variety article as well as some other journalists that were there, like I believe Deadline reported on this. Starting off, Mr. Feige has gone on record of saying that after Avengers Secret Wars, there will be a reboot of the MCU, which makes a lot of sense. It happens all the time in comic books, and he does want to eventually recast the core members of this universe like Iron Man and Captain America. But for those expecting a full reboot, pump the brakes. Y'all know that ain't happening. I believe once we get through this Doctor Doom saga with Battleworld, I'm imagining in Secret Wars, it's going to be a soft reboot and basically a repositioning of power in this universe, essentially shifting towards making the X-Men the focal point because we've had the Avengers for so goddamn long. We need the X-Men! And as for who's going to be directing that inevitable project, it's going to be Thunderbolts director Jake Schreier, which, I mean, after we saw that film, we know we're in capable hands. Speaking of Doom, Feige did go on to acknowledge Marvel's decision to pivot towards Doctor Doom after the Kang disaster, stating they were already going to make that decision before the Jonathan Majors situation after realizing Kang's not that guy, pal. He's not Thanos. And because they know Doctor Doom is that guy, pal, they're taking a lot of care with that script, announcing that Loki creator and head writer Michael Waldron will be joining to help with the project. And even though the script is undergoing changes, I never doubted it. I did. As for the characters Feige talked about in this interview, he did mention that Miles Morales will not be entering the MCU anytime soon. I'm sorry, little one. But Sony literally told him, stay away, get a job. And I have to assume this is because Beyond the Spider-Verse hasn't released yet and they're waiting for that to happen because they don't want to have two Miles diluting the brand, especially if people weren't clicking with the live action Miles and then we had this going, like there would be a lot of discourse that we don't need. Mr. Feige also gave us an update on Blade, which I feel like this is Groundhog's Day. I feel like I just keep reliving the same PR message. And he said, like he's been saying, the reason for the delay has been because of the script. He doesn't want Blade just in a leather outfit killing vampires. He wants a good story. And Feige did tell us that the new Blade movie will officially take place in a modern setting, so I'm very interested to see how that works. And for fans of Moon Knight and other characters introduced post-Endgame, Kevin Feige did reassure everyone that if you've seen these characters post-Endgame, you're gonna see them pop up again. But beyond all that, Kevin Feige did begin to talk about the Marvel business model and how it would be changing going forward. He's gone on record of saying this before, but he did bring up the fact that they started focusing on quantity rather than quality, pumping out a lot of projects in such a short window of time. He talked about the problem of the fact that the Infinity Saga was over 50 hours of storytelling, and this saga post-Endgame has already been over 100 in half the time. The solution? Less Marvel projects releasing in the future, as well as tweaks to the television system. Feige went on to say that they're going to cut down on television, and basically, when they do make TV, it's going to feel like a TV show again. So for those wondering, are the events of Thunderbolts going to affect Daredevil Season 2, for example? The answer is no. But honestly, what I got from this entire article and what Kevin Feige is trying to convey is that Marvel's trying to do better. They've acknowledged what's not maybe working, and they're trying to fix up. So you know what? Whatever the future holds, I'm excited to see because it's up to them.